Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling something pretty hefty, video game patch notes. Specifically, Showdown Season 4.0, the Rimeflame update.
Yeah, and we're not just reading them out. Our goal is to take this dense info and turn it into, actual strategy you can use.
Exactly, because this isn't just a few tweaks, they're calling it Season 4.0 for a reason. It looks like a major structural overhaul.
It really is. When you see that 4.0, it signals big shifts. We need to understand how the game actually feels different now.
Right, so we'll focus on the new lore, the system reset's always fun, and some pretty fundamental mechanic changes.
Yeah, the core experience is definitely changing.
Okay, so where do we start? Let's hit the big shiny stuff first. The new hero and the new boss, always the main draw.
Makes sense. First up is Echo's Who. The lore snippet is, well, evocative. One tiger's roar resounds in the mountain. All evil spirits tremble in fear.
Okay, sounds like a heavy hitter, commanding presence.
Definitely. And the key thing, the notes explicitly say his skill and ultimate are brand new, not like anything in the survival modes.
Ah, interesting. So he's purpose-built for Showdown. That shows some serious focus on this mode, doesn't it? Giving it unique tools.
Exactly. It suggests Showdown isn't just a side mode anymore, it's getting its own dedicated design space.
All right, so Akko's Who is the new force for good, presumably? Who's he up against?
The new main antagonist, Agnavat. She's a Herald Elder.
Agnavat.
Okay.
What's her deal?
Her backstory is actually quite dramatic. Apparently, 1,000 years ago, she shared knowledge of fire and religion with mortals.
Oh, and that went badly, I take it.
Yeah. Led to divine punishment, according to the lore. So she's not just mustache-twirling evil.
Divine punishment. Seeking redemption now. That's complex for a boss. Usually it's just stop the bad guy.
Right. It adds a layer. And currently, she's seeking this redemption atop Yushan's Peak.
Yushan's Peak. And she's set up shop there.
Yep. With, and this sounds like the main challenge, an array of ice and fire.
Ice and fire. Okay, so dual elements. That immediately tells you something about the kind of challenge we're facing. Gear checks, build diversity needed.
Precisely. That array and the whole divine punishment theme really set the stage. You can't just stack one resistance and call it a day.
Which I guess leads us right into the system changes needed to handle that kind of threat.
Exactly. You can't throw an ice fire boss at players without giving them new tools. Which brings us to the potential system.
Ah, yes, the complete overhaul of the potential system. Okay, complete overhaul. That phrase always makes veteran players a little nervous.
Understandably. It means relearning, potentially losing old builds.
Yeah, is this just complexity for complexity's sake, or is there a real benefit here that justifies, resetting everyone's progress?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The promise here seems to be about flexibility. They're adding elemental type selection within the system.
Okay.
Expanding the tree branches and introducing two completely new things. The potential radial menu and something called prowess.
Wait, back up. Potential radial menu. Prowess. The notes mention them, but what are they functionally? This is what people need to grasp.
Right. So prowess seems to be like your overall mastery level in Showdown for that hero. It's the resource you spend.
Okay. Resource acquired through playing Showdown.
Presumably. Yeah. And the potential radial menu is the interface.
Yeah.
Instead of the linear tree, you just go down.
Like we had before, yeah.
So radial design. Picture a circle. You spend prowess to unlock nodes, but you can move outwards in different directions, maybe focusing on ice skills or fire skills or utility, not just one path.
Ah, okay. So it's less restrictive. You can branch out, maybe pick up a key node from another branch without fully committing.
That seems to be the idea. It breaks the old linear structure and allows for more hybrid builds. That's where the countless new possibilities claim comes from, more freedom to mix and match.
Okay, I can see how that radial design plus the prowess resource could genuinely offer more flexibility. It feels less like just adding nodes and more like changing the foundation. That makes the reset a bit more palatable.
Hopefully. And alongside that foundational character building change, there's a new combat system layered on top.
Another new system, okay.
Called the Demon Bane Mark system. This sounds crucial for dealing with threats like Agnavat's array.
Demon Bane Mark. All right, sounds important. How do you use it? Is it tied to specific weapons?
Doesn't seem like it. It's tied to your defensive actions. The notes say you use dodges and your diffuse abilities, your parries or counters, basically.
Okay, core defensive move.
To build up the diffuse slot. When it's full, you can then apply Demon Bane Mark to enemies.
What kind of marks? And what do they do?
3 types mentioned. Ice, thunder, and poison. Ice slows and adds frostbite damage over time.
Standard ice effect. Makes sense.
Thunder sounds like it chains damage between enemies. Good for crowds.
Okay. AoE potential.
And poison applies a DOT, but also a vulnerability debuff, making them take more damage from other sources.
Ah, so defense feeds offense. You dodge correctly, you get to apply a debuff or extra damage. That forces more active play.
Exactly. High-skill defense now has a direct offensive payoff, specifically tailored with elements that might, just might, help against an Ice-Fire boss.
Right, you could use ice marks to slow her down, maybe poison to amp up damage during openings. Okay, that clicks.
And just quickly, they also mentioned some weapon-specific tweaks. New counter mechanics and Deadeye martial skills, but only for the Swarm and Pistol.
Interesting. Buffs for ranged precision weapons maybe helps them deal with specific boss mechanics or stay safer?
Could be. A small detail, but good news for Swarm and Pistol mains.
Definitely. Okay, so we've covered new content, new build systems, new combat mechanics. Let's talk progression and the economy. Season 4.0 always means resets. What's getting wiped?
The big ones are confirmed. Yama's Abyss and Neridi's Ruins progress. All gone. Back to square one.
Expected, but good to confirm. What about rewards for doing them again?
New rewards are in place. Things like the Splendor Treasure Choice gift, Showdown seals, standard seasonal refresh stuff, plus some limited edition avatars.
Okay, but the really juicy part for optimizers, the bit people will grind for, is usually currency or crafting related. Anything there?
Oh yeah. This looks significant. They're upgrading the rewards in several places, from Flux Jade to Legend Jade.
Legend Jade. Okay. Sounds important. Where do we get it? And crucially, what does it do? Flux Jade was okay, but often RNG heavy.
Right, so you'll get Legend Jade from Season Challenges, Yama's Abyss clears, and the Showdown Pass now replacing Flux Jade in those slots.
Okay, more accessible. And the function.
This is where it gets interesting and potentially game-changing for min-maxers. Legend Jade interacts with Showdown Soul Jade attributes.
Soul Jades, right? The gear pieces with random stats go on.
It has two functions. First, you can use it to change a specific normal attribute on a Soul Jade into a random rare attribute.
Okay, so gambling for a rare upgrade on a chosen stat. Still some RNG, but targeted.
Correct. But the second function is the big one. If the attribute is already rare, you can use the Legend Jade to change that rare attribute into a specific rare attribute of your choice.
Wait, really? So if I have a Soul Jade with, say, rare attack power, but I really need rare crit damage?
This Legend Jade lets you make that specific swap. You choose the outcome.
Wow. That basically removes the final layer of RNG frustration for perfecting year, doesn't it? No more farming endlessly hoping for that one perfect rare stat roll.
It seems like it. It gives you deterministic control over the final optimization step, which is huge. It's a massive quality of life improvement for endgame players, probably to soften the blow of the potential reset.
Absolutely. That makes grinding for Legend Jades the absolute priority for anyone serious about builds. That's the actionable takeaway right there.
Definitely. And speaking of grinding, the season journey quests are also updated.
How do those work now? Any major changes?
Seems pretty straightforward. Finish the beginner journey quests first if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Then just playing Showdown unlocks the seasonal quests.
And rewards. Worth the effort.
They mentioned daily rewards just for completing any Showdown stage each day. Pretty low bar.
Okay. Encourages daily logins.
And if you complete 7 days worth of those daily quests, you get a bigger weekly reward cache. Includes powerful Soul Jade sets and Flux Jade shards.
Ah, Flux Jade shards. So Flux Jade isn't completely gone, just maybe less prominent, used for earlier upgrades.
Seems likely. Legend Jade is for the top-end perfection. Flux Jade and its shards for the steps before that. Provides a steady resource stream.
Got it. Okay, before we wrap up, let's cover the season end and final rewards for the last season, Windstorm. People need to know deadlines and what they earned.
Right, crucial dates. The previous season, Windstorm, officially ends September 17th, 2025 at midnight UTC, so final chances to climb ranks.
Sep 17th, 000000 UTC. Noted. And the rewards for those ranks. Let's focus on the high end. What do Platinum, Solar, Paragon get?
Okay, Platinum gets the Windstorm Showdown Platinum Avatar. It's nice cosmetic.
Standard, sold.
Solar gets the Avatar 2, plus 2 Splendor Treasure Choice gifts and 5 Showdown seals.
Okay, a bit more tangible, and Paragon, the top listed rank.
That's where the jump is. Paragon gets the Avatar, yes. But 10 Splendor Treasure Choice gifts, 20 Showdown seals, and the exclusive Hero Badge Windstorm Showdown Paragon.
10 gifts and 20 seals. Yeah, that's a significant jump from Solar. That's the payoff for pushing to the absolute peak. The badge is pure bragging rights.
Exactly. It clearly delineates the reward tiers. And there's one more layer. leaderboards.
Right, for Yama's Abyss rankings specifically.
Yeah, weekly and season settlement rewards are based on your highest rank achieved in Yama's Abyss showdowns. But there's a special call-out.
Oh.
The top 3 players on any hero's leaderboard in Yama's Abyss at the final season settlement get unique hero badges.
Ah, so not just overall rank, but proving you're one of the best with a specific hero, like Akos Hu or whoever. That encourages specialization.
Precisely. If you want that ultimate unique badge, you need to be a top 3 master of a single hero in the hardest content.
Okay, that covers the reward structure pretty well. So zooming out, Rimeflame feels like a really significant turning point. New hero, complex new boss, a fundamental rebuild of the potential system with this radio menu, a new combat layer with Demon Bane marks, and a huge quality of life change with Legend Jades.
It's a lot. It's definitely not just more content. It's changing how you build your character, how you engage in combat, and how you optimize your gear at the very end. All framed by this new lore narrative with Akos Hu and Agnivat's tragic backstory and elemental challenge.
The demand for adaptation seems high this season. You can't just coast on old builds or strategies.
Not at all. The potential overhaul forces a rethink. The Demon Bane marks demand active defense integration, and Agnivat's Icefire setup punishes inflexibility. But the Legend Jade offers a clearer path to power at the end of that adaptation process.
It connects, yeah. The new systems demand more from you, but also offer potentially more control and rewarding mastery, especially with those Legend Jades streamlining the absolute final bit of gear grind.
Well put. The skill ceiling and the optimization ceiling just got raised significantly.
A perfect summary. So let's leave our listeners with something to chew on.
All right, so knowing everything we've just broken down, the freedom of the new potential radio menu, the prowess resource, the specific effects of ice, thunder, and poison demon bane marks, and the power of Legend Jades.
Yeah.
Here's the question for you. What's the very first build path you're going to try and master for your favorite hero in Season 4.0? And how are you planning to use those demon bane marks, specifically to dismantle Agnivat's Ice and Fire strategy on Yushan's Peak?
A tactical challenge to ponder. Good one. Go forth and optimize, everyone.